Welcome to a quick video here where I'm going to go through some of the features in Agworld that can help us in this new environment where we are social distancing. I'm going to go through an example of the way Agworld can help a grower and agronomist communicate without necessarily having to see each other physically. Let's say, for example, I've walked into this field Fosters and I've gone over here and I can see a patch of wild radish. I can go in here, click on the map, type in wild radish, name this pin, and I can save an exact location where I may have seen a patch of weeds. As soon as I create this pin, my agronomist will be able to see this on their maps and they will be able to see exactly the location I'm talking about. I can go in here, select observations in the bottom right hand corner and choose to create a new observation to put in more information about what I have seen. So I can type in here wild radish, I can choose the day I'm making this observation and the fields. I could add more if I wanted to. I can go down and choose my pests and problems. So in here I want to add the problem wild radish. I can choose my severity and I can put in comments such as maybe a growth stage. Can put in as much information or as many pests and problems as I'd like. I could add in more general comments about the field or the paddock condition. I could go in and add photo attachments such as a map annotation to map out the area where these weeds are. So I can go in, zoom into the location, click next in the top right, choose my area tool on the right here and map out a patch where I've seen these weeds. I can choose my text tool to add in some text. Set text up in the top right and drag it to where I want it to be. I can choose to save as attachment in the top right there. I could also, perhaps I haven't identified these weeds yet, I could go in and maybe take a photo or choose from my camera roll if I wanted to send a photo of the weeds to my agronomist. So I can choose take photo, open up my camera app, take a photo of the plants, click use photo, and save that into the observation as well. I can choose next up in the top right, and I have two options here to either submit and send or submit. I'll choose submit and send because I want to send my agronomist a copy of this observation, so choose that, choose send, and they'll receive an email straight away with this observation. They'll be able to see exactly the place I'm talking about and the problem I've noticed. As soon as they open their Agworld app, they will also be able to sync down this observation, so they will be able to see this job in their observation list as well. And what they can do, as soon as that's finished syncing, they can click on this observation and they can choose the option in the top right to convert to recommendation. So my agronomist can now turn this into a spray recommendation to be sprayed tomorrow. They can adjust the area here because we only need to spray 7 hectares. They can choose the products to use, such as Roundup and a spray adjuvant. And I can quickly pop in, say, a kilo per 100 litres. They can add additional information in if they wanted to, such as tank size, application method, droplet size. They can add in comments. They can attach more photos or they can copy the photos from the observation. They can then click next and submit or submit and send. As soon as that job is submitted, you'll be able to go to your jobs list and you will have your wild radish spray sitting in your to-do list for this field. You can click on that job and you can go to view and you'll be able to see the 2 products, the total amount required. You can click on the blue I button next to the product name and access the label or the safety data sheet. You can view any additional information about this job, any photo attachments. And then as soon as you've sprayed that field, you can click on convert and then convert to actual. That job immediately we can edit, so we can make changes to maybe when we started or finished, the actual applied area. We can adjust our products and rates if we applied slightly higher than recommended. We can again choose any application information we want to put in, add photos, click next up in the top right and then submit, and immediately this job we can go, I am done, put it in your done list. It shows up there straight away where you can see it, your agronomist can see it, and the whole process from you noticing the weeds all the way through to spraying, no one's had to come in contact with each other.